everybody, what's up? How you doing? Happy Monday to all of you out there. It is August 14th, 2017. We are live. I get a lot of people asking me all the time on my FiveM live channel if this is live. So no, I'll tell you right now, if you're watching this on the FiveM live channel on YouTube, no, this is not live. That's an archive. We're live over here on Twitch, twitch.tv/jfavignano. If you want to join us Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Fridays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let you guys know tomorrow I'll be in Charlotte. So this is how it works. Tomorrow there will be no stream. But on Wednesday, we will be live at 3 p.m. Eastern. So that's 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern with NASCAR Heat 2. And we'll be able to talk some devs and all that stuff there. Should be a good time. Regardless, we're here in X-Plane 11. We're going to be flying the Mike Wilson DC-8. I just got done doing a flight out of Kansas City down here for YouTube. And I figured, you know what? Let's just fly it again. I need more practice with it anyway, so it kind of works out. Damien Ronco, what's up, man? How you doing? MTOS, always good to see you, man. AJ Mendez, hello to you. Firefighters here. B. Grilly, hello to you, sir. Been watching your flight videos all day. Finally get to watch one live. Very cool, dude. Well, good to see you. Flatty Twitch. Yep, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Eastern Time, so it'll be 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have to go by with whatever they have going on, but I will let you know what's going on with all of that. I will. Crystal XO, hello to you. This is not a passenger flight. Yes, that is very true. This is a cargo flight. It's a cargo airplane, and that is that. Fantastic. What's up? All right, let's go ahead and get the airplane ready to go up to Indianapolis. We are sitting here at the FedEx facility, and we are going to take off on runway 36 left, and we're going to head out to Indianapolis. So let's do this as quick as we possibly can. We'll go up here into the flight engineer station. I'm going to go ahead and open the doors. Going to show the GPU and show the air stairs. That'll work nice. And from the outside view, you can see there they are moving the stairs in position. GPU's outside. Cargo doors open. Looking great. All right, back inside we go. Let's open up our checklist. We're going to be using a checklist today. Before it start, check is the one we want. Stairs are good. Doors are good. Takeoff and departure briefing. We've already just did a small version of that. Cockpit check is good. Fire warning taken care of. Parking brake. That's one we probably need to do still. Parking brake is set. All right. Mask and oxygen, check at 100%. Oh, this is annoying. I'll just show you this is what it looks like. I'm going to put it on the second, I'm going to put it on the second monitor so I can actually see and do it at the same time. That'll be kind of nice. So there's our oxygen check right there. Looks good. Wait, right up there. Right there. Yep. There it is right there. Fantastic. Battery, norm DCS. That goes to the on position. Avionics as well. There they go. External power unit. So now we need to get that air cart hooked up in the GPU as well. So put that into external power and we'll hear that thing fire up. Kingpin 878. Thank you for that subscription, man. Welcome to the live stream family. Appreciate that, man. And we wait for the blue light. There's the blue light right there. It looks wonderful. AC volts. There they are. Auxiliary hydraulic pump. We're going to test it. Turn it on. And we'll let it fire up. There it goes. And we can shut it off. That's all we have to do there. Generator 3 and 1 are going to come on. 3 and 1. Let me turn our nav lights on, actually. And what else we got here? Bus power 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks nice. Flight recorder is on. Galley power is on. I'm not going to worry about it because we have a cargo. We're not worried about galley power today. Engine oil quantity looks good. Fuel quantity. Now, we're doing a flight up there, so we're going to need just about 14,000. A little shy of that, actually. So, go to the weight and balance and look here. We've got 13,000. We got plenty of flight fuel. We got plenty of fuel on there. Payload weight, we're going to bring that up a little bit more. We're going to have a lot more weight. There we go. Hit done. Apply those changes so the weights are good. Fuel is good. Cabin altitude pressure set at 7,500. There it is. And bleed air can go to the APU side. There we go. Recirculating fans can come on. Freon compressors, we're going to turn them on for right now. Click both of those, and you'll see them come to life here. This airplane doesn't have a pack system, so it uses this instead. And they look good. There they are, both on. Not worried about it for now. Over to the overhead. Windshield heat comes on. No smoking signs. Doesn't matter. Because we have no passengers on board today. It's just for the cargo. Anti-skid is off. Light on. Yep. Off there. And the green light's on. Altimeters. We want to set those for local. So let's open that up and have a look at the weather. Here's our route today. But the weather here in Memphis is showing winds at 210 at 3 knots. So 29086 for that altimeter. 2986 is right. Oop, had it just a second ago. 29086 checked. All right, altimeter's good. Radio altimeter's good. Radio and radio transponders good. We can put it on standby mode actually. Do this. Take off trim. Set. You don't need much on the DC-8 for stab trim. So we're good. So this is a little bit different. Normally with like a Boeing or something, like what we normally do is we, you know, get the FMS all fired up and ready to go and then start the engines. In this airplane, we're going to start the engines and then we do that. So it's completely backwards of what we're used to doing, to be perfectly honest with you. So we need to clear the ground. So let's go ahead and do that. Close the cockpit door and the cargo door and the rear door. And we can have them hide the stairs as well, because we're ready to fire this baby up. And all we got to do is turn the beacon light on for that. So let's go to the beacon on and have a look outside. There's the beacon and there's the GPU hooked up. We're ready to fire this baby up. So to fire it up, not too hard. Inertial navigation system's going to go to the FMS mode. Beacon is on. Galley power is off. Recirculating fans, we want those off for now. Freon compressors go off. And I keep them off because they're extremely loud at cruise. Ignition override switch can go to the armed position. That's this one right there. Whoop, right there. That'll work for us. All right. Igniters, those want to come on. 2, 3, and 4. Engine 3 fuel switch goes into the up position. And we can start engine number 3. Clear on 3. And what we do is we fire this thing up. We go 3, 4, 2, then 1. If we start all 4 engines. Warman 5669, thank you, dude. And Decker Dude as well. Thank you guys for those resubscriptions. Decker Dude with a $24.99 subscription, man. I really appreciate that, dude. 8 months in a row. Very, very, very kind of you, sir. So that was 3. Then we go to 4, then 2, then 1. So let's start 4. Sending that air up. Starting engine 4. There it goes. You see it starting to come to life. Got EGT down there. Fuel flow is coming to life. That's 2 good starts there. So now I want to do 2, then 1. Number 2. And with this airplane, this Mike Wilson DC-8, the first engine runs the actual sound set of the airplane. So that's why you're not hearing the engine sound that well. There goes 2. We have EGT, oil pressure. Okay. That's 3 good starts, and let's start engine number 1. This is the one that counts. Turn in 1. And as it comes to life, you're going to see the PFD turn on and the FMS as well. It's coming to life. And there we go. That's 4 good starts. We have power on that now. So let's move over to the after start checklist. So we did all that, or continue on with this checklist actually. Generators 2 and 4 are going to come on. Let's go ahead and do that now. 2 and 4. Those are good. Inverter. That's going to go on. That's that guy right there. Inverter on. Bleed air goes over to both. Come on. Right. Nope. Nope. I wish we had some scroll wheel support. That'd be nice. External power unit can go off now. We don't need you anymore. You'll hear it shut down. Anti-skid on. Light off. Nav lights, taxi lights, all that's good. So now all we have to do is program our route. Now that we're all fired up here. And we also need to call for a push truck here soon enough. So here's what it sounds like outside. Ooh, sounds like outside. Get all 4 engines running there. We're actually going to have them remove that power cart there. We don't need that thing out there anymore, so we can hide that. Okay, back to the front, and let's do our route. Our route today is going to be, like I showed you just a second ago, is the Carson 4 departure, Hums intersection. PXV is one of the VORs, and then Ember, and then the Smook 2 arrival into Indy. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do a status page here. That looks good. We can go to the flight plan page and go Memphis to Indy. Memphis. You gonna take it? Yep. India, November, Delta. There we go. You're gonna execute that. Go to departure. Departure out of Memphis. Gonna be runway 36 left. And we're doing the Carson 4 departure. Hums intersection is our transition. We're going to execute that. Starting to put it together now. Now we go to the arrival into Indianapolis. And it's going to be... we need to put PXV in there first, though. And Ember, then Smook 2. Let's see what the Smook 2 has up its sleeve. Smook 2. And what is the winds in Indy? Indy showing winds 180 at 5, so we're landing to the south. So it'll be probably going to be runway 23. Probably take that. Probably going to take the not the runway. We're going to just take the crosswind. It's not very much. It's 3 knots, you know. So we'll do ILS 23, right or left. We'll probably do ILS 23 left. Yeah, Clang. That's good to me. Ember transition. Perfect. So before we do that, we want to go to legs, and I want to put in PXV. That's what I want to do. Because there's a disco there. So it was Hums. So right after Hums, I want PXV. Where are you? Hums right there. Yep. PXV. Boom. There we go. And then back to the arrival. Indianapolis. That looks good there. And execute that. Go to the legs page. Now I'll make sense of it all. So after that, we'll go to Packer. Execute that. I think... No, something got screwed up. Okay, something got real screwed up here. Hold on. Why is it already on 2-3 left? That doesn't even... What? Runway 2-3 left. No. After PXV, then we go to Ember. So Ember to PXV. Something got screwed up there, so... There we go. PXV, Ember, Woot, Gambling, Racer, Smook, Fire, Chairs, TK, and don't care about vectors for that. That is strange. I've never seen anything as strange as that before. That's really screwed up looking. Yeah, and it is screwed up in the thing, too. What happened to our arrival here? What happened to this? Well, we didn't have select. That's why. Now it's selected. Execute. Legs. 3-6 left. Slum. Yep, that makes more sense. Not vectors, though. Why is it not giving us our runway? K.J, thank you for that subscription, man. 2 months in a row. What happened here? All right, let's 2-3 right. We'll do that then. Maybe it's racing. There we go. That makes more sense. Racer, Smook Fire, Watson, blah, blah, blah. Blister, Peyton, Racing Driver, Checkered, 2-3 right. That seems a lot more, makes more sense to me. We'll see as we get closer though. But that should be good. I'm pretty sure that'll be good. Because that's if we go miss there. So yeah. That seems right to me. We'll hit execute, make sure it's all good to go. And I'm pretty sure it is. So let's do our MCP 250 heading will be 360 out of here. So 361 actually. Ooh. This is 001. Give a scroll wheel. Okay. We go flight director mode. I'll do 15,000 on departure. That looks good. And the vertical speed will do about to the 1500 is what it's supposed to be at. There we go. So we want vertical speed and we want LLOC. If it'll do it, there it goes. Now we'll have that route in there because we're on FMS mode. All right, we're good. Let's see if we can get ground to come out and do something for us here. Ground handling window. We'll just do a straight pushback here. Request ground service.
Sorry, no service here.
Oh, of course not. Well, screw it. Pfft. Why is there no service here? That doesn't even make sense. We're just going to spin out. That's what we're going to do. Screw them. If they can't take a joke. Park and brake released. All right. A little bit of power. Let's get rolling. The DC-8 turns on a dime, man. Look at that. Turns like a beast. Flaps 15 for takeoff. Taxi light, come on. Go the outside view so you can see this thing. Just look how tight it turns. It's crazy. It's like... And then that's full deflection there. Look at that. Such a good airplane for that. All right, we'll take this over here. We'll go down to runway 36 left for our departure. And we'll do our next checklist. Because we can. Cross runway 27. Taxi and takeoff check. Flaps are checked, set at 15. Yaw damper. That needs to be on. Are you on? You should be by default. Yeah, it's on. Flight controls. Let's do that now. Left, right. Get that stupid mouse off of there. Back, forward, neutral. Free and correct. Let's take this all the way down. Flight instruments are checked. 29 or 86 set. Radios and nav aids are checked. Ignition override. Want that in all engines mode. There we go. And transponder will go on. And landing lights when we're ready to take off. That's our taxi takeoff checklist. It's kind of a watered down version of the flow for the most part. I don't use the default ATC until I get I'm waiting for World Traffic 3. Once Traffic version 3 comes out, then I'll use the ATC, but I don't use the ATC module because I'm the only airplane in the world essentially. I'm just simulating the flight, not simulating the other airplanes yet. So it doesn't make sense to contact any ATC when you're the only plane. Indiana JF9, thank you for that subscription, man. Such a great looking plane though, isn't it? Engines look too big, bulky, and heavy for the wings to carry. Not at all. Look at the top of this thing. Look at that wing. You kidding me? The DC-8 wing is huge. Absolutely huge. It is a great looking plane. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing? Oh, very cool, Warman. You work for ATI? I used to, one of my contracts I managed was Bax Global, so we did all the stuff with ATI. I used to go up to Toledo, Ohio for training and that whole facility up there. That was pretty cool. But yeah, the DC-8 was my my bread and butter. Let's put this on 20. My departure, I'm going to use the auto throttle. Now keep in mind that the auto throttles on this airplane are kind of strange. They'll kind of go back and forth. So once we get above 10,000 feet, I'll switch them off and I'll handle them myself so we don't have to hear that the whole time. Oh, very cool. You worked at Toledo. So you know these airplanes as much as I do, I bet. Matt Gatto. Very cool, man. You get to fly on a DC-8 as a passenger. That's awesome. We're almost down here to runway 36 left. You can see the C5 Galaxies over here on the left. Right there. Those look like little small FedEx 737-500s or something. There's a Concorde? Nope. It looked like a Concorde from that LOD. Like a 777. Something like that. Almost down here to the end. Oh, I had a 3.6 left. I didn't do 3.6 center. I meant 3.6 center. Can we change that? I bet we can. I bet we can. Flight plan doesn't matter. Departure. Out of here. There we go. We want 3.6 center is what we want here, so let's see if we can do it. ILS 3.6 center. Yeah, or runway 3.6 center. There we go. Then the Carson 4 with the hums transition and execute that. We're probably going to have to change it. Something else again here in the legs. Make sure there's no disco there. Nope. It worked. Worked out just fine. There we go. 36 center, I meant. 36 left is on the whole other side of the airport. I was like, what am I doing? All right, we'll go landing lights on, strobe light on. We're ready to get the hell on out of here. Start our turn to the right here and line up on runway 36 center. Love the look of this airplane. Turn it back on out here. Be ready to go. Bring our power up. And take off power. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. B1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. And auto throttle. Still hand flying it right now. Bringing up our flaps, cleaning it up. Told you that 1,500 feet per minute is pretty flat. There's our first turn to the right here. Bring up the flaps. There we go. Doesn't take much for this thing, does it? Not even the slightest. All right, we can go ahead and turn the autopilot on. On localizer, vertical speed out. Auto throttles right now as well. And we're continuing our climb up through 2,000 feet. We'll win 5,000. Turn the taxi light off. Airplane's cleaned up. It's a very fast airplane. After takeoff check, landing gear up, lights are out, flaps are up, ignition override. We're gonna turn those off and we'll turn the igniters off. So off, igniters come off. There they go. All right. Recirculation fans, we can turn those off, or on, I mean. Free on compressors. See, if I turn these on, listen how loud this gets. A little too loud. So I just shut them off for the flight. Not worried about it. Airspeed 250. That's what we're at. 3,200 feet and we're climbing. It says right there, vertical speed 1,500 feet per minute. Autopilot is on. And we'll wait for 18,000 feet for our next. As we fly through the clouds. Out of Memphis. Yes, that is a clock on the far left there. There's 4,000 feet. I figured we'd do a daytime flight since last time we did a nighttime flight. Change it up a little bit, you know. There's our next turn. Now we go to the next intersection. And that intersection is going to be at what? It's going to be at 036. There we go. And we're going to Lizzie and then Carson. There's 5,000 feet. So as you can see, the airplane has a lot of speed, but it takes a long time to get up to altitude. It does take a little bit of time. But now that we're looking pretty good, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the vertical speed up. About 2,000 there. And we go to the outside view and check it out. Flying out of the clouds. Do a flyby view. Whoosh. Pretty sweet. Hey, Florida Mango, how you doing tonight, man? There's no mountains around here. Brento. Get back in. You're gonna die and crash the game. There it is. Yep, that's what happens. Pretty humid around St. Louis today. Jared the Wolf out in Webster Groves. Okay. You're down the road on Highway 44. Let's go ahead and pull this out a little bit. Still 250 knots and climbing through 8,000 feet. Who's your man? 34. What's up, dude? All is well in the STL today. All is well. Getting close to that 10,000. Then we're going to change up our speed. We're going to climb out at Mach 0.68. Because we don't have to pay for the engines. But watch, after we get past 10,000 feet and I watch the auto throttles, when it goes anything above 250 knots, they'll start going back and forth, and I'll have to take it over myself. There we go, right there. Bring it on up, Mach 0.68. Watch. See, it'll go crazy, and then it'll pull back, and then it'll go crazy, and then it'll pull back. Lane lights off. See, in 10,000 or in 1,000 feet, it got up to the speed it wanted to, and then watch, it porpoises back and forth. So that gets kind of old. So you'll see what it does. It just keeps going back and forth. So eventually, it drives me nuts hearing the engines wind up and then slow down, and wind up and slow down. So I just simply turn off the auto throttles, and I'll take it from here. Reset that power about right there. That's probably good right about there. And we're still climbing. Delivering packages to Indy. Well, we're doing a FedEx flight, so if you have something from FedEx coming into Indianapolis, yep, we're bringing it to you. We are bringing it to you. Sniper Cat 454, what's up, man? And we just broke through the clouds. A little further north, we're going to be hitting the line. You'll get to see the changeover. I have Orthoforce XP scenery up north. So we'll get to see that, which is pretty awesome. James Lilly, thank you for that. I'm glad you liked the videos, man. Power's still pretty good set there. Let's go ahead and bring this bad boy up to 2,200 feet per minute. over Lizzie. Now we're making our left turn towards Carson intersection through 15,000 feet. AJ Foreman, yes, the Eclipse path, the line of totality is literally about 30 minutes away from here. So we're going to drive to the line of totality so we get 2 minutes and 30 seconds of it for the solar eclipse, which is going to be awesome. Well, UPS used to operate the DC-8. There's 15,000. We're over that. Let's bring it on up higher. Keep on going up, buddy. We're going to climb to 34,000 feet today. Bring the engines back just a little bit here as we climb. Oh, it's out of vertical speed mode. That's why. I was like, what are you doing to me here? Why are you not climbing? There it goes. Add that power back up. Yes, Bugs will be here in St. Louis, Amtrak, for the solar eclipse. I'll be meeting up with him tomorrow at Charlotte, North Carolina. Passing through 18,000 feet, we're going to set our altimeters to 29902. Standard pressure. There we go. And having a good climb so far. Turn the weather radar on. Is there any weather around? Nope, no weather around here. No big deal. Turn airports on if we wanted to. 19,000 feet, looking good. Still on our way up. Got 9,384 pounds of fuel still. It's a cool, like, GoPro view. Yeah, I can't wait till we get up here where Ortho 4XP is. You'll see the difference between land class and that. It's night and day difference, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm very excited for the eclipse. Takumi Fujiwara, welcome to the stream, man. Glad you like the YouTube videos. LSPDFR is the best. Thank you for that, dude. I'm glad you like the channel. He says it's funny because usually after 6 months or so I'd be getting bored of a channel, but with you I've been watching for almost 2 years now, and I'm still as interested as I was when I first started watching you. Well, I appreciate that, man. That's very kind to say. It definitely gives me some motivation. Yeah, flight engineer panels, Mikado, are pretty much gone in all airplanes. You know, 727, Well, the DC-10 actually had 3 guys too, and then when they moved over to the MD-11, they made it a 2-person plane. Just the way of the times, pretty much. A little more power in that. There we go. Let's set that just right where we want. Little Grinch Dookie just got accepted into Nevada Highway Patrol. Starting a couple days. Really excited. That's awesome, dude. Well, congratulations and good luck in that field. And dial this back to 2,000 feet per minute. How are we looking on our flight plan? Looking good. Almost to Hums. 4 miles to Hums. And then it's 111. The longest trip we have is 111 miles. To Papa X-Ray Victor. So that won't be so bad. Only 1 hour is our total flight time today. That's why I want to get out of here. But did you notice how fast it was to fire everything up and get it all squared away? Like, that's pretty good for somebody who's like new to flight sims and stuff. Or you have a certain love for older airplanes. This one gives you the best of, you know, it's best of both worlds for the most part. K-Sobs 96. Hello to you. You're up there in Ontario, Canada. Very cool, dude. Well, good evening to you. The texturing isn't terrible, Flight Logic. It's mediocre, hit and miss in some places. You'll see like the floor textures there. They're pretty terrible. From afar, it's not bad. You'll notice there's some photoreal stuff happening here, and then like just slate gray, you know, texture. They didn't finish that or even color correct these, so that's kind of strange. That could be a little bit better, but I mean, all in all, not bad at all. The flight engineer panel, wish that was a little darker. Let's see how it's like lighter than the other parts of the panel. These textures back here just are not the best quality. But I mean, it's a $25 airplane. You get the whole series of airplanes, you know. So it's not too bad, not too bad at all. I would have to agree. Better than you thought it was going to be. Well, to be fair, a lot of those developers have terrible screenshots. And they don't do it justice, or they have an airplane or airplane. They have a computer that's a potato showing it off. Still wish. Let's zoom out away from that sound. There we go. Wish X-Plane would still have their update to make those contrails white. I know they're working on it, so. We'll eventually get it. That'll be cool when we do. Yeah, I'm not sure who takes the photos, but some of the photos are just terrible. It happens. Look how beautiful that is, though. The DC-8 in all her glory. Yeah, no, it wasn't the smoke. It's the shaders. The shaders turn the contrail smoke white or black for some reason during the day, and white at night. So it's like opposite. So I don't know. I really don't know. All right, our power setting's good. We're almost to flight level 330 here. We're gonna be leveling off. We're at our cruise altitude. There it is. Oh. 34,000. I'm used to going 33,000, but that's if we were going east. We're going 34 because we're going, or if we were going west. We're going east, northeast, so we're doing 34,000 feet today. Let's go ahead and make that way less. So we intercept that nice and good. yes, there are birds in X-Plane. You can have bird strikes if you have those turned on. There we go. Flight level 340. We're at our cruise. So our first descent is going to be after this long run. And Gamley at flight level 210. So let's do some simple math here from Gamley or whatever you want to call it. 21,000. So we're at 34,000 feet. And we're going to go from 34,000 feet. We're going to take away flight level 210. That'll give us 13,000 feet between the two. So we need 13 times 3. We should start our descent right at 39 nautical miles or before to make that flight level. In this airplane, it's slippery and you cannot get it to descend as fast as you'd like. So you have to, we're going to bump it up even higher than that. So we're probably going to start our descent probably like at Ember, honestly. We're probably going to start our descent down to 210 at Ember, because if we don't, it's going to be a mess. It will be a mess trying to get down to flight level 210 in this airplane. I think we're starting to see some of our ortho scenery out there. Yep. Look at there. We got our ortho scenery. You can see the line right there. I haven't made that tiled to the south of it. That's it right there. So now we're on ortho scenery, so we're seeing the actual ground based off of real life in X-Plane. How beautiful is that? Over a quarry down there. Come on, zoom in. There we go. Gonna look out the window over here. Look how pretty that is, man. Real good visibility today. It's loading in all these tiles, so that's why you're getting all these skips and stutters. It's loading all the tiles all the way out there. But once it is, it's good to go. Yeah, it's still doing its little stutters. Now we have our long cruise out to Ember intersection. Turn our airports off, actually, because those don't need to be on. They just take up they clutter up way too much. And there's the arrival there. While we're at cruise, we can get ready for our arrival. Arrival data. Landing on ILS 23 right approach. 111.75. 111.75. So we want to go 111 and 75. Oh, nope. Where's the little one? There it is. And flip that over. 11.75 is set. And I'm going to look on my iPad at ILS 23 right approach so we can check out the information for it. I have the Navigraph app for the charts. Let's go with Indianapolis. HI. Indianapolis. Gonna download the list. How about we don't? How about we don't go to your channel? People that come to people's streams and start spouting. Go to my channel and subscribe. Do this fucking idiots. Like, you're gonna get shut down immediately. It's such a shitty thing to do. It's disrespectful. So goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Alright, ILS down here. 2-3 red approach. That will be more than enough runway. Yep, 111.75. Beautiful. Course of 229. We'll do that when we get there. Bump my microphone stand there. But in the meantime, we're just gonna look out the window and enjoy the view. Whoop. Other way. There we go. That'll work right there. Oh, I love the DC-8 KJO 111. Love the DC-8. It's a beautiful airplane. Is the plane any good? I like it. I mean, for the price point, it was like 25 bucks. Gabe GMFU, thank you for that subscription, man. Welcome to the live stream family. I appreciate that, dude. They have the UPS colors. They have all sorts of different colors. It comes with a bunch of liveries, and it's all the different variants of the DC-8, not just the 71. You got the 63, the 61, so on and so forth. There's like 4 different models you get. Code Foxtrot, I'm doing good. How you doing? Well, I appreciate that, Gabe. Very nice of you. Wisely Kyoto, what's up, dude? Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys had a great weekend. OGM, basically bits, you can buy them. They're like pennies, essentially. You can buy them, or you can watch the ads. When you watch the ads for the live streams, they give you bits for it. But look how awesome that scenery is out there. That's just, it's incredible. And there's overlays on there too, so when you get closer to the ground, like, you'll see cars driving on the roads, you'll see trees on the ground, and so on and so forth. Unlike, you know, in other applications where you can have photoreal scenery and you just lose your autogen on top. In this, it doesn't. It puts it on top of it, the overlays. Let's have a look on the other side. There's some clouds out there being drawn in. Here's the other side. We're over our little turn there. I don't know what that was from. I guess we're already over. Man, we made it to PXV in no time at all, did we? It's ready for our descent. Let's go ahead and pull this power back. And we're going to bring this baby down to fly level 210. With a descent rate of about 1,800 feet to start with. And down we go. There it goes. Look how awesome that is. That looks so good. Looks so, so good. You see how quiet the engines are whenever you pull them back all the way? It's crazy. Little airport down there, you can see. Right there. $280 knots is what we're going to be shooting for here. And down to flight level 210. We'll adjust as we need to. Never flown in a plane before, Hassan? Hassanfeth? Not even as a passenger, but I think these streams are great. Well, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, commercial flying is different than, like, flying a real airplane. I have my private pilot's license, and flying small airplanes, it's still scary flying commercial sometimes, just because it's you're not in control and it's the unknown. But it's extremely safe. With the DC-8, they used to have such a hard time slowing it down because you can't put the flaps down until like you're well below 200 knots. And they had such a hard time getting the airplane to slow down. They will actually drop the gear out like 18,000 feet or whatever. Whatever they can do to get as much drag as possible. Because the gear, they have a pretty high limitation on them. So you can use those as basically your speed brakes. Because with a DC-8, you cannot extend speed brakes in the air. It'll kill you. It happened to, I think, a couple crews. It happened to when they accidentally were used or something. Spoilers are only for ground use only. It's not like a Boeing or an Airbus where you can crack open your speed brakes on your descent. You have to plan ahead, and you have to allow the airplane ample amount of time to slow down. It's tough to do. And then when you're flying in, like I did my flight for YouTube, pretty much empty except for fuel, like it was showing you just how hard it is to get this thing in when it's empty. And they used to fly these, well, they still do. I mean, the DC-8 is still, as far as I know, still used here and there as a cargo plane. I think Murray Air is still operating them. But I'm not really sure. We're gonna make our intersection just fine here. Ember's there, 21,000 at Gamble. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're ahead of the game this time. 210. And 1800 is working pretty well for us right now. Wait till we get a little closer. Some cloud cover over here. How pretty that is. Oh, that looks awesome right there. All right, we're crossing through 25,000 feet for flight level 210. Still looking all right. And doing all right on speed, too. 263, that's not too shabby. Like I said, we were starting our descent early. That's what I wanted to do. Because we'll be at Ember before you know it. And we need to be gambling at 21, right? So right in there. That'll look nice. All right, cool. So we want 229 on our bearing. So let's do that. 229. So we're going to get 228 today. Yep, 228 it is. Oh, gotta love it. Yeah, we'll do 228. Got the ILS programmed in there. 111.75. And we want to be at racing at 5,000 feet. So racing at 5,000. As you can see right there. Now we go to Woot intersection. So the A at the end there, you see FL 210, flight level 210 at or above. That's what the A is. And then we're going to really start working on slowing this airplane down because, like I said, we won't be able to use speed brakes. We won't be able to use flaps for a long time. Our last resort will be putting the gear down. Bugsy, it's just the repetitive questions get old whenever you keep asking the same thing over and over and over and over again. People don't want to see that. As far as iRacing goes, the next time I drive is the next time I'm in the mood to do it, pretty much. Add a little bit of power here. That's actually a pretty good power setting right there as we get closer to Gamely, whatever the hell you want to call it. Gamely. 3 miles to him, and then 9 miles to him, so 12 miles total. I'm gonna add a little more power here. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm liking the speed being right down here. That's not bad. Get it back up to 250 or so. Well, wish we had done it before, let me tell you. We just need to be at Gamely at 21,000 feet. So make sure that we do that right. More power in that. Okay, we cross over Woot. More power. Nathan Atkinson, what's up, man? All right, and now we want to go down to Racer at 190, so let's do that. 190, pull our power back, and down we go. 1900 vertical speed, go. There we go. Cross Gamely right at 21,000, and now we're going down to Racer, flight level 190. There's a little bit of a turn there, not much needed. Look out the window. Indiana. Ashton Crowder, thank you for that. 10 months in a row. Thank you for that resubscription. Police Officer Mike, how you doing tonight, man? I'm doing good. I'm glad you liked the video today. There's 190,000 there. And Racer, how many miles? Got that 3 miles out. We're doing good so far. And then 10 down to Smook. And then we need to be at 11,000 at Watson. So we can just barely crack it down to Watson. But let's keep it going here. Just a second. Want to cross Racer first. Add our power in here. We're over Racer now. There it went. Okay, now I got an 11,000. We'll do 18,000 or 1,800 feet per minute, and 11,000 for you. We can actually go down a little quicker than that too, because we have that speed blood off here. Doing pretty good, staying ahead of the airplane. Not too shabby. Let's have a look at our information here in Indianapolis. Winds 150 at 5-4. Or at 5, I mean. 5-4, Zulu. Winds are 180.5, that's what I meant to say. There's a slight 5-knot crosswind out there. 2984. Low pressure. There we go, 2984 set. Can random events happen or no? Yes, they can if you have them turned on. I do not. He wasn't banned, he was clearly timed out. It tells you in the chat. People want to act like buffoons. They get timed out and stuff, and they wonder why. They're like, why did I get timed out? You're acting like a jackass. Look how awesome that looks out there. Very realistic. And again, I'm not using X-Enviro. I have that turned off. This is just using default X-Plane 11 weather and color and everything. Still waiting for X-Enviro to get an update to prove to me that I want to use it again, you know? How are we looking here? All right, over Smook. Now we go to Fire and Watson at 11,000 feet. And that's a little stretch of 14 miles. Then Dubs at 10,000 feet. So, I was talking about, see how we're at complete idle, and look at the airplane starting to speed up once you get up there to 250 knots. That's why I do it this way. Because even at 1,900 feet per minute, this sucker does not want to slow. It's like, oh no, you don't. You're going to play in a game of catch-up. That's what you're going to be doing. Come on now. Bring that nose up just slightly. Bleed up that airspeed. Bleed it off. 230 at blister. We're going to try to. We are going to try. Yeah, the engines are very quiet. Well, they're far back there. It's a long airplane. Crazy Murdoch, thank you for that cheer, dude. I appreciate those bits. Very, very kind, sir. All right, looking good. Not sure what's going on here with this. Oh, I see now. Go over that way. It'll be a left downwind for the runway. Okay. It'll be a left downwind, not a right downwind. That makes more sense now. That big open field out there. This is what I love about Ortho for XP. You just see what's actually down there in the real world. We're coming up on 11,000 feet. This is where we're going to do the slowdown. Because see, now we're up to 260 knots. We can't cross below 10,000 unless we're below 250. So we got to be very careful on that. We're going to capture that 11,000 early so we can kill that airspeed. That's the approach plan here. Like this. And then once we cross over Watson, we go down to Dubix at 10,000 feet. So we're going to do that in a second after it captures it, which it just did there. Now you're going to go down to 10,000. But I'm going to make sure we kill our airspeed, the most of it we can, actually. It's working out pretty good for us right there, like that. We're over Watson now to Dubs at 10,000 feet. Let's do it. Vertical down. Watch our airspeed on the way down. See, even at 1,500 feet per minute, look at this. We're starting to climb. It's crazy how much it does that. All right, let's go on down to 6,000 at Peyton. So I'm going to try to get down there early. So we can keep speed slow. Here's our turn there. Over Dubix. Right at 10,000 feet. Now we go to Blister at 7,000. Peyton at 6,000. And Racing at 5,000. So our final approach fix is going to be Racing at 5,000 feet. So that's what we're going to shoot for. Let's just tell it that right now. Go down to 5,000, no less. And then we'll pick up the ILS for a 2-3 right approach. We're below 10,000 feet. Land lights come on. Local altimeter set. Let's double check with our checklist. What do we got here? We've got descent and approach briefing's been done. ILS frequency is checked and set. Runway course is set. Windshield heat's good. Seatbelt signs, don't care about them. Hydraulic panels, don't care. Those are good to go. Those are checked. Landing lights are on. Approach check. Altimeter set. Flight instruments checked. Radios and approach aids are set. Radio altimeter set. Autopilot is on. Galley power off. Not worried about all of that. We'll be ready for the landing checks, and that's going to be all engines for the override and igniters can come on. Watching our airspeed as we descend here. Go to 20 miles here. Doing good on the airspeed. Staying ahead of the game. That's what we're doing here. Just Web 1. Yes, I know that. I've done that in a couple of videos. How pretty that is. They really did a great job with their cloud update for X-Plane. Like, I really like the new clouds. They're not those dark, horrid-looking clouds. Once they get the contrail set, it'll be perfect, you know? Look at that. Cloud surfing. Cloud Crowd surfing, USA. And we're going to be good. We're going to make that 5,000 right at 250 knots. So I'm going to be happy with that. Let's go ahead and make this a little shallower. Do 1,200 feet per minute. I'll bring that nose up and it will bleed some airspeed off so we don't get close to that 250 knot mark. And down to 5,000 is good. Dark Frenzy 20. If you like what you see here, I would recommend it. It's worth every penny. It has a few quirks and bugs, but I think that, you know, if he keeps on working on it, it's going to be an awesome airplane. That is true. But look at that ortho scenery down there. Looks so realistic. There's the airport on our right there. What's really cool is you'll get to see the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on our approach. That's the real cool part. It's not 3D model, but it'll just be a ground texture. There we go. Coming up on 5,000 feet now. Beautiful. Now we get this airplane slowed down. Slow, 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 slow. Racing driver checkered. Yep, that looks good. Looks good to me. Slowing her down, slowing her down. So see, by staying ahead of the entire airplane, we were able to keep it slowed down. It helps having a payload on. We have 38,000 pounds of cargo on, so that really does help. Whenever you're light and you have nothing on board, good luck. Yep, it's like a giant RJ, Matt. Doesn't have any leading edge slats on them. So they have a nose down approach. Especially on their final approach, they do. Yeah, a little power here. I'm happy with 180 knots, no problem. They say I want 210 at racing, so yeah, a little power here. But I know how hard it is to slow this thing down once you try. So I'm happy with 180 knots right now. Maybe a little bit more power. All right, so now what we can do is we can get vectored. So if we were doing real vectors, it would be like this. But I'm going to go heading mode. We're going to go to the heading mode now. And we're going to continue out this way. And we're going to get an intercept for the ILS approach. So source now, since we're on heading, we'll go over to nav 1. There it is right there for the ILS. And we just picked it up. 9 miles DME. We're going to continue this way, and then we'll start a right turn as the base, and then we'll do a nice, like, 45-degree intercept to the localizer. That's the plan of action here for now. And the glide slope's starting to come up as well. So right whenever the glide slope starts to get equal there, we're going to start our turn. Slow the airplane down some more. There we go. Right there. That looks pretty good. Start our turn. Kill those engines. We'll level off right there. Continue flying this way a little bit more. $11 miles DME. Still out of airways for the racetrack. All right, let's get an intercept. So let's go to the right. About right there. 174. That looks good. And arm the localizer. Localizer is alive. Arm the glide slope. Glide slope's good. Gear down. First setting the flap. 145 knots looks good. This thing doesn't want to go down on that glide slope, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know what the glide slope's doing, so I'm gonna manually have to bring it down, it looks like. This autopilot's being a bitch. I've got the airplane. Good God, man. How much nose trim up did you need, autopilot, to maintain an altitude? My God, people. All right, gears down. Get our flaps in here as well. We're pretty high on this approach, so we're gonna let this thing come on down. I don't know what the hell that autopilot was doing. Autopilot's like, did you want to die today? Okay. We had our trim all the way back, it felt like. Come on down, baby. And flaps 25. I'm gonna arm the speed brakes here. Pull them back to arm them. Coming down on the glide slope now. There we go. That looks pretty good there. Flaps 35. There it is right there. Taxi light on. Now we're on the glide slope. A little more power than that. Went about 140 knots on final here. But basically, yeah, the DC-8's like a big old RJ. Just nose down, fly it like a Cessna, kinda. Doesn't matter how clean you fly, people are always going to be like, you're going to crash, pull up, pull up. Never fails. We're perfectly on the glide slope right now. We've got the localizer perfect. Speed's looking great. 1,000. What's cool about this approach is you go right over the cargo terminal there. That's right off our nose. And whenever I used to go to Indy and load airplanes for the 747s for MotoGP and IndyCar and Formula One and stuff. That's where we would load them, right there on that ramp underneath us where we're about to be. But it was cool. You could just sit on the ramp and watch these planes come in to land. It was amazing. And to be on that ramp when a 747 came over, that was awesome. 500. There's 400. We'll maintain that glide slope just right. A little low, bring that nose up, capture it. Don't want to be too crazy here with movements. No need to. Yeah, the glide slope says we want to be up higher, but look, the PAPI lights say otherwise. There's our crosswind, so we'll just a little left rudder there. We are down, ladies and gentlemen. There's the nose gear, reversers, and decelerate. Clear it. Reversers are cleared. And we are here. Yep, we're at the last end. The DC-8s are known for how terrible they are in crosswinds. So you saw even with the 6-knot crosswind, we had the airplane kind of a little sideways there. So I had to just add a little bit of rudder there and it was good to go. Let's watch the landing together, shall we? Let's watch it together. There we go. We'll go here. And you can see it kind of right here. Just not much of a crab, but it's a little crab. See? Just a little bit there. On back we go. Loaded it on in there. There we are. There was the flare. Oh, we touched down a lot earlier than I thought we did. Yeah, we touched down right there. That wasn't bad at all. Let's see, that was over here. Yeah, right here. Do that one again. Reverse. Oop, hello. There we go. Oop. Such a graceful looking airplane when it's landing. There we go. That'll work. That'll work this time pretty good. But what I love about X-Plane 11 is just how fluid the flight dynamics are. It's real nice. There's our flare there. And just get it right there. Right where you want it. You don't want to over flare the airplane. It's easy to tail strike it. There we were down. As reversers open up. You work on the ramp when you see one of those land, you're like, oh shit, time to go to work. And imagine if it's pouring down rain or anything like that. Okay, so we're clear off the runway there. Let's go ahead and end the replay and let's taxi in. Landing light can come off. Strobe light can come off. The strobe is it? Strobe's over here. Boom. Bring our flaps up. Speed brakes, then go back. Like that. We're gonna go taxi over to the cargo ramp. Since we're doing a ferry flight for FedEx, we're going over to the FedEx facility. McShiggity pilot. Yes, this is the DC-8-71 freighter. Oh, very cool, MTOS. Going to a air show in Michigan on Saturday. I feel like I ask you those all the time. Is it MTOS or MTOS? MTOS? I don't know. I always say it wrong. There's DC-8 in all her glory. She is a beauty. I don't think we can see the, might be able to see the racetrack from here. Where was it at? Was it out here a ways? I would have to look and see exactly where. Oh, there it is right there. Yep. It has trees around it. But there it is. I think that is. No. Yeah, that's it. It just thinks it's like a residence or something, strangely enough. So it's not there. It was covered in trees and houses that think it's a road. Good God. Got a good little taxi going here. Best neighborhood then. Abandoned Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty true. I need to get some good Indianapolis scenery. I'm sure there is somebody who's made the track before. I just haven't looked. Because it definitely needs to be modeled there. It's one of the iconic, you know, VFR landmarks. Mitch0886, thank you for that subscription, man. Welcome to the live stream family. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. It's huge from the air. That's right, Chad. Every time I would fly into Indianapolis, I mean, you can't miss it when you're landing. That's why the intersection's called Racer and Driver and Checkered. For that arrival. Not a fan of that sound. The sound of X-Plane. See you, Halls and Feff. Have a good one, man. Matt Page, how you doing tonight, dude? Well, you missed the flight. in the landing. But you can always go back and watch it on the VOD, or you guys can check out my FiveM live channel on YouTube. I archive my live streams there. If they're good enough for YouTube, I will. I'm kind of picky, depending on like the quality, you know, like it has to be like decent frame rate and everything, and the clarity looks good. I've been thinking about getting the XP Professional or whatever. I forget the name of it. XP something. But it makes the head movements and the camera shakes and stuff like that. Just for aesthetic purposes. Some people don't like that, but I think it looks cool. I mean, when you touch down in an airplane, it should, you know, jostle and move around a little bit, you would think. We're just going to cross runway 23 left. Or 25 left. Wait. No, runway 5. Runway 23. Yeah, left. I was right the first time. Why am I even second guessing myself? Oh, check that out. I got a 727 here. That DC-9. It's a DC-9. Well, hard to say. Kill the taxi light. And we'll go marshal it in ourselves. Yeah, it's like an MD-80, a FedEx MD-80. That's ridiculous. Just a little ridiculous. In WED, somebody forgot to remove the taxi lights from that ramp. All right, let's go ahead and do a marshal in here on this guy. Yeah, right here in front of this post. This will work. Right here will do just fine. There we go, right there will work. Set the parking brake. And we can wait for them to start the air card up. And GPU. We're gonna wait for that blue light to turn on, then we can shut the engines down. There's the blue light right there. Engine shut down. Beacon light off. And there we have it. Just like that. We'll go to the stairs. Open the doors. Perfecto. That was a fun flight from Memphis down here to up here to Indianapolis. Pretty fun stuff. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did as well. That's going to do it for this live stream. I will be out of town, like I said, the next few days. So tomorrow, no stream as of yet. However, on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, be sure to tune into that for some NASCAR Heat 2. I'll be driving that on stream. Bugs will be there as well. It's going to be a good time. the developers, if people want to ask questions about it and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a lot of fun. But with that said, I'll see you guys. Have a good one.